What is up, guys? We are doing a Mulligan guide video today. This is going to be a little different from normal because I'm not playing yet, but we are, just going to be looking at, how to Mulligan and maybe go over a few tips and tricks here and there. So, we're going to be playing mono red, and we're going to be solitairing the deck out later. I don't think you can see this, but we're going to be pretty much trying to kill ourselves as fast as possible. We're going to be playing essentially a mono red sly list, and um, we'll just go over the deck real quick. So we're going to be playing this mono red deck, which is going to be playing 20 lands, 21 drops, 16 2 drops, and 4 6 mana spells, which are actually free. Don't be fooled by the 6 mana cost. So to jump into it, we are pretty much trying to kill our opponent on turn 4, or in this video it's going to be killing ourselves. And I know playing 20 land seems like a lot for a sly list, but hopefully I can go over some spreadsheets and justify to you that why I'm playing 20 because of Fire Blast, pretty much. So Fire Blast says you can cast a spell by sacrificing 2 mountains. And since we have a lot of 2 drops, we want to hit up 4 lands sometimes, and then 3 lands most of the time. So we want to just hit 4 lands and stop, or like hit 4 lands and then kill your opponent the next turn. So yeah, stuff like that. So how we're going to justify playing 20 lands is by looking at, well, this is Microsoft Excel, but a spreadsheet that pretty much is going to show you the statistics of drawing a card. This is what my Excel spreadsheet looks like. It's going to say the chance that I draw at least one, so I can dignify the difference between, because I've got quite a few of these. So we're going to look at the chance that we draw 3 copies of a card, which is going to be right here. Then we can compare that to the chance of drawing 4. So we're playing 20 lands right here. So 20 lands, which is going to be signaled by the number of copies of a card in a deck. And we want this by turn 4, and let's say we're on the play, so you start at 7 and you draw to 10 cards by the time you get to turn 4. So we will have, oh, yeah. This is gonna be 3 lands. Sorry, I don't know if I said 4 earlier. So our opening hand is gonna have 3 lands in it, 42% of the time, which is moderate. Which is gonna be like once every 3 games. But the chance that we hit our 3rd land drop by turn 3, which is going to be, start at 7, draw 1, draw 2, and draw 3 for the 3rd turn, 72.2% chance of the time. So we're going to be able to play at least 2 spells by turn 3 most of the time. And then we'll look at turn 4, which is going to be 20, and then we're going to want 4 lands by turn 4, so we'll go 7, so turn 2, 3, and 4. And this is going to be 44% of the time. So see, that's a big drop. So we go from 72 to 44. And the chance that you draw a, what is it, Flame Blast, Fire Blast, is going to be about 40% chance of the time too. So we'll go over here. We have the chance that you draw 1, we have 4 copies in our deck. And the chance that you draw 1 card in your opening hand's 40. The chance that we see it by turn 4 is going to be about 52% of the time. So you're going to see Fire Blast usually when you see 4 lands, hopefully. Just kind of just showing you or proving to you the chances of drawing it. But the chance that we draw all 4 of them is going to be 0%. Like, you have a fraction of a percent to draw all 4 of them by turn 4. It's crazy. So that's kind of a brief overview. If you guys want to see these spreadsheets, I can upload them, email them, do whatever I need to do. Or you can stop. Here's the chance that you draw 1. This is the chance that you're going to draw 2 copies of a card. This is the chance you're going to draw 3 copies of a card. This is going to say the chance you draw at least 4 copies of a card. And saying at least 4 means that you're going to see 4 copies in your opening hand. It's going to, like, or 4 copies of your opening hand right here. Which is going to happen pretty much never if you're playing 4 copies, but it is possible, as you can see here. And this is the chance that you draw 5 copies of a card. At least 5. So we're going to go back to Magic, and we are going to Solitaire a few games out. Okay, so we're going to look at this hand. This is actually a pretty good hand. You can go a Crone Crusader, double Dragon's Mantle, and attack for 3 on turn 2, which is not bad. Usually doing about 3 to 6 damage on turn 2 is going to be really good for a mono red deck. Then maybe we'll see if we flood out or not. So we draw 3, maybe we can see if we draw like a Fire Blast or something and kind of help prove the reason why you do the reason why I'm playing the cards that I'm playing, or like the number of copies of mountains. So we'll keep this. Yeah, so a bad thing about Solitaire feature is that you're going to be always on the draw. So this is going to be, our turn 1 is going to be 0 damage. See, that's pretty rough. So see, it is good to note that we are actually kind of flooded right now for a mono red deck, but that's the reason why I'm also playing the Dragon Mantles, is to hopefully help draw a land if I need it, but also to get past like a little land clump if I hit one. So next turn we can play 2 spells. So we can attack with 3. So the way we're going to max my damage here is probably playing both our creatures. We'll save our burn spells for last, because creatures are always worth more than burn spells because they can do more damage over time. So this is our turn. It says turn 2, but I believe this is actually turn 3. Like if you're counting the start of the turn. So now we go to turn 4 and we draw Fire Blast, and I think we can actually close the game out here. But this is a good example of drawing 4 lands and then drawing a Fire Blast also. So we can attack with all our creatures. Pump this guy once so we can still play our lightning or chain lightning. So your opponent's at 5. Chain lightning and Fire Blast by sacrificing 2 mountains. And that's game on, I believe, turn 4. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe this is turn 5. Okay, so we can do another game. Hopefully, maybe we have to mulligan this game, just so I can kind of identify what we're looking for, what we're not looking for. But no, we're not. So this hand's amazing. You start off with 7 cards, and you get to draw up to 10 cards by turn 3, which is pretty good. You're probably going to see another land drop, and then we can see a Heartlash Cinder, Lightning Bolt. Maybe we can close the game out pretty fast this game, because we have the Heartlash. Rakdos Shred Freak versus 2 Dragon's Mantles. It's going to do the same damage on the long run. It's going to be 2 power versus 2 power, so yeah. Attack. So we can look at a 3 power guy. But he's going to do 6 over 2 turns, and he's going to do 4 over 2 turns. So let's see, we are on our turn 3, which is good to know. So this is turn 3. I'm just going to write down a little pad so I can keep track of this. That's going to be 3, 4, 5. Kind of actually need to draw another land, but I think we're going to be winning the game through Heartlash Cinder. So like if we draw another land, we're probably going to go Heartlash, Cinder, Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast, and that's going to end the game on turn 4. So this is our turn 3. Okay, see, that's perfect. So you get to go Heartlash, Cinder, and see, that's 7 damage by himself. So you can understand why I'm playing this guy. Huge power swing. Oh, and that was just lethal right there. So see, and then you still had 7 points of extra burn. So let's see, you would have, he does 7, and then you still had 7. So if you had a removal spell for Heartlash, you could still kill him for Xaxes. And if you wanted to, you could hit him for, what, -7. So that's pretty good little Solitaire there. I think we'll do maybe 1 or 2 more. These are going by pretty quick. Okay, so this is a good example of a hand that you wouldn't keep. So you have 1 land, double Fire Blast, Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Heartlash, Cinder. So the reason why you definitely wouldn't keep this hand is because you have to have at least 4 lands to cast both these Fire Blasts. That's bad, but you can also not play but 3 cards in your hand. You always want to play, majority of the time, given certain scenarios, you want to be able to play almost every card in your hand. Maybe you can like play 5 out of, like if there's another land without the Fire Blast, I'd probably keep it, because you can go Lightning or Chain Lightning into Chain Walker, Gorehouse Walker, Chain Walker, yeah. So we'll mulligan this one. This one's okay. It could be better. You're not going to be very explosive, but you have 3 lands and you can play every spell. So this is a good example of a hand that you could keep. So you can go a Crone Crusader into Heartlash Cinder into a Rift Bolt if you wanted to, but given this is game 1, I think this is fair. Like this would be keepable. This is the downfall of playing Heartlash Cinder, is that he actually is just a 1/1 for 2. Like if he was a 2/1 for 2, he would be insane. He'd probably be one of the better 2 drops. So we'll try this hand. So you always want to play your creatures first because they're worth more earlier in the game. They're going to do more damage than a burn spell. We will play Heartlash Cinder because we don't have another play on this. And he's going to be able to hit for 4 on turn 2, which is pretty good. It's like playing 2 power 1/1s. And now we can go Dragon Mantle, Heartlash Cinder, or we can go Dragon's Mantle, Rift Bolt, Suspend. I think we play Dragon's Mantle, Heartlash Cinder, because it's going to be more damage in the long run, plus you don't even have to play the Heartlash Cinder if you don't want to. So see, we drew Arachno Shred Freak, so I think we play that instead, because then your Heartlash Cinder is going to do more damage next turn. So this is our turn 3, and then hopefully win by turn 4. Spell, okay. Heartlash Cinder, he's going to be doing like 8 damage by himself. And I think that's actually just lethal right there. Yeah, see? So that was turn 4, because we played our 4th land. And that's kind of like, see, that's kind of like the linearity that you're wanting. So if your opponent had 2 removal spells, this would probably be very poor, because your Heartlash Cinders wouldn't do anything. But at the same time, you know, you killed yourself by turn 4 with excess, so I think that's kind of a good example of what we're trying to do here. So I think this has been going on for for a little extra than what I wanted to. So hopefully you guys learned something from this. Maybe you can post a comment and let me know what you think, like if I should add more information about the spreadsheets or anything, or anything you want me to do. Sorry, that's for whenever I'm streaming. I don't do that very often anymore. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know if you like videos like this, so I can actually do more of these videos, or if you want me to just go back to playing gameplay, or if you want me to just play more in general. I'm trying to do what I can, but you know, school is my number one priority, unfortunately, because I'm not gonna make money for this. So this is all for my free time. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, I kind of rambled at the end. I'm gonna try to stop doing that, and I will see you guys hopefully next week.